Hey Mike, how's it going?
It's going. Welcome to Commonwealth for Common Folks.
Commonwealth for common folks.
Yes.
Hello tonight.
Well, thanks for
How you?
coming, guys. I'm gonna plug his website. Make sure you sign up for his stories and
Newsletter.
yeah, I'm gonna plug that for you. I've been plugging it all night. Have you been watching any of the show?
Uh, you know, I just been doing some work on one of the companies, Victory Square Technologies. So actually, no, I haven't been.
That's okay. That's
But
it. We were talking about housing, and if you saw what $1.4 million Australian buys you in Australia, you'd be kind of like, what? So that's what I'm thinking. A lot of people are going to start moving to the markets now because if you want to invest or even take a risk, I think buying in this housing market is a major risk too. That's just my opinion, right? But
yeah, well, the housing market, it's supposed to keep you up with inflation, so it's a good way to keep your wealth if you have it. But if you want to create wealth, it's not the greatest wealth generator unless you have a whole bunch of down payments and can buy houses and get mortgages and rent them out or something like that. And that's pretty, the way I like to generate wealth is through the stock market and buying undervalued high growth opportunities. And
yeah,
there's
I
plenty.
and I know you personally. Let everybody know that we know each other personally, and we have traded stock tips over the last 8 months to a year.
Oh yeah, yeah, we have. Yeah. Yeah, you gave me Sundial. That was a really good one.
Um, Tilray was okay, and I think I gave you that broken golf cart company too, and that one did okay. And Naked did
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those stocks did pretty well. I bought some more Sundial today, so don't get mad. I thought it's at 172 right now, so I picked up quite a bit of Sundial today.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price to pick it up. I always find, if a stock closes at a 70 cent mark, it usually is positive and going to be green. If it closes below that 70 cent mark, it's probably going to go lower. And that's something I've noticed over, 15 years of trading stocks.
Right. So
It's
here it
a
is,
little bit
Sundial at
weird.
one
So
seven.
and yeah, so it's because it's a buck 70. I think it's probably going higher. It's probably going to go back over $2 tomorrow for sure.
Well, it's up 7 cents after hours right now, up 4.07 cents right now after hours, and the average volume is 566 million, and the market cap is 2.59 billion. So I think this is a very under. I just believe that there's a lot more capacity and a lot of
Yeah,
upside on this
there
stock.
is, especially while it's a U.S. play, and there's not a lot of U.S. weed stocks out there, and it is, and it's illegalization in the U.S. is what's trending now. So I think it's gonna do really well. I think why it was down a lot is because they did that recent financing, and shareholders are worried about dilution because I think they have almost over $1 billion worth of financings they got approved for. So that kind of put a little bit of a downside on that stock.
Hmm.
But it's going to be a really good long term performer for sure.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
not
like Sundial.
definitely
Yeah.
definitely have my hand in the pot in that one in the honey pot. And I picked up more today, and I don't feel guilty picking this up. I just have a good feeling about this stock. All right, so before you go to the Kawabunga stock, I want you to maybe introduce a few other stocks because there's this Kawabunga stock that's gnarly and right off, like really, like you believe it's going to take off to a lot of
Oh
potatoes.
man, yeah, of course. This
Bef-
one's I got a 10xer for you. This is guaranteed a 10x.
okay, hold on,
But
not
I
yet.
guess we'll save that one for
Save it
last.
for last. So before we kick that off, I just want to go over right now what the markets are sitting at so people know. Australian market closes in 2 hours and 32 minutes. The All Ords is up 4.5 cents at 7,163. The ASX is up 7.6 at 6,892. The Australian to US dollar is at 77 cents. Oil right now is at 61.86, up 72 pennies. Gold is up $6, trending at 1,778. Bitcoin is 67,000 Australian. Don't ask me what that is. And it's up 3,300. And the Nasdaq closed today 74 points below at 13,699. And what else do we got here? The FTSE over in the UK is at 6,710, down 37.96. The Dow Jones closed 90.27 points at 31,613. And the Nikkei 225 open right now and trending right now, up 31 points at 30,324. And the Hang Seng in Hong Kong is down 160, sitting at 30,924. Okay, give us your first ticker and let's take a look at it.
Okay, my first ticker. We're going to go with Victory Square Technologies. And this company is a technology incubator, and it's basically what I focus on, and my overall theme is I like to buy stocks that have disruptive type technology.
What's the ticker?
That's why I like Bitcoin.
What's the ticker?
That's why I've heavily invested into the psychedelics that are starting to come up. Electric vehicles I love. So anything 3D printing, anything that is disruptive, I want to be at the center at, because I think that's where the most wealth is being generated these days. Resources are a lot of fun, but they're very cyclical, and then they're good for maybe 2 or 3x. Maybe if you get a discovery, it's a 10x. But if you get hold of some disruptive stocks, it's gonna make you a millionaire for sure.
Yeah.
So, and Victory Square Technology is an incubator. They got, I think, portfolio of 22 or 23 companies. They just did a stock dividend in the fall with Fans Unite, which is a betting company, an online betting company in the U.S. And they that stock has gone from 10 cents to $1.50 today. I think Fans is. It was up a lot today too. It's trading at an all-time high. And Victory Square Technologies, just with that, I think they own about 14,000 shares of Fans now. Mm-hmm. And so if you do a rough evaluation, that's about $20 million worth of that company they own. And the market cap of Victory Square Technologies is about 55 million market cap. So just in that one company that they rolled out, it's they've done that. And it's amazing. This company has in the first 9 months of 2020, they posted 19 cents a share net income, which is pretty good for a penny stock.
That's actually pretty strong. Now, hold on. So let me give everybody a little intro on here. So Victory Square Technologies Inc. is VST.CN, and it's trading in currency, a Canadian currency. And Victory Square Technologies Inc. is a private equity and venture capital firm specializing in incubation, acquisition, and invests in startups and provides the senior leadership and resources needed to growth through its portfolio companies. It focuses on technology and blockchain, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality
augmentation. Yeah.
Reality, finance, health, and real estate.
Yeah, they got every type of company you can imagine. They're actually into the psychedelics. They just signed a letter of intent. They have a whole bunch of Bitcoin assets that they lent out to. They did to Cloud9, and they got $10 million for. So yeah, these guys are amazing, dude. I can't believe that their market cap's only $50 million or $55 million. So one day this company is going to go, it's just unfortunate. It's not Bitcoin or psychedelics, or maybe it would be freaking 10x by now, but that's just how it goes. But it's a great, it's got they're creating so much value. They're actually doing another stock dividend, in March. They said they don't know the timing of it yet, but they announced it because they're just going back and forth with the Canadian National Stock Exchange and stuff. But once it's done, there's a company called Game On, and they have a TV app that you download, and it's just like sports betting, and you win prizes and everything, but you don't pay anything for. And they make a lot of money because they're teamed up with all the gambling, online gambling, and then they get paid for converting and things like that. But that company is actually really exciting, and they're going public in next month, so that should be
keep us on the pulse with these up and coming companies, eh?
Yeah, they got a lot of them. How many companies do 2 stock dividends in a year in a 12-month calendar period? So, and and they're making a ton of money. Eventually, so this company is definitely, like, of them all, like, should be worth like at least double where it is right now.
Mhm.
Um, to, for what the deals they're doing. And making 19 cents per share, and it's only 71 cents. They're trading at 4 times earnings. For a profitable tech company, are you
Mhm.
kidding me? For they're trading 4 times earnings, that's incredible value. So, anyways, that is victory.
Next
And
ticker. Give us a ticker number. Name.
the VST.ca or CN on the Canadian National Stock Exchange.
What's it called?
And
VAT?
VST.
Oh, VST.
And yeah, that's a really good, that's my tech pick. Because I love disruptive stuff, and I'm at the center of all the stocks that are disruptive. So I have to have that one in there because they're the little public company that's doing it. That's incubating all these little disruptive plays.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really love it.
Next ticker.
That's a great company, and I'm always peeling off profits from my other trades and adding to that position because it hasn't gone anywhere yet. And so one of my philosophies is, you sell high, buy low. And so that stock's been in the same range for about 6 months now. So I consider that buying low. So, anywhere between, 60, 70, 80 cents is probably a good buy because eventually this is going to break out well over $1.
Well, I have a
Eventually
small
we're
position
getting
in
out.
it, and I'm kind of excited to see where this one goes. I'm very excited to see where this one goes. So it's definitely
Yeah, I own 20,000 shares on it. So it's I'm happy. And I'm flat. I haven't made any money on it yet. So I'm waiting for it too. But
okay. Give us your next ticker.
So next, let's get you to the one of the new up and coming investing themes that I just get a hold of, which is the psychedelics.
Okay.
And the psychedelics play, it's all on legalizing mushrooms and LSD and MDMA and all sorts of things. But bigger than that, aside from legalization, is the fact that there's companies are applying for FDA patents and going through trials with all these different chemicals for things like depression, anxiety, obesity, and even anorexia. It's kind of weird. They're both that you could use them both for. And yeah, where antidepressants have failed, this psychedelics could be a niche type of therapy that could really do well. The first legal one is ketamine.
Give us
Which you can do legally now in the United States with a physician, and also in Canada, and recently in Health Canada announced that you could use psilocybin, which is the active ingredient for magic mushrooms, to be used for end of care therapy, and that list is just going to expand over time. And so yeah, psychedelics is the up and coming theme that I'm really looking hard at, and I've already got a list of 30 companies.
Well, give us a ticker. Give us a ticker to look at.
The ticker I want to show you today is Field Trip Health.
Give us a ticker.
FTRP.ca. It's on the CNSX again.
It's on the pink sheet.
It's a 330 market cap company, so it's actually not cheap. I wouldn't call it a penny stock. It's more like a small cap stock.
Wow,
now.
it's dropped quite a bit, substantially. Wow.
What are you talking about? It closed at, well, it dropped today.
818. Yeah, it's at 818. So and right now might be a good time to buy this thing.
Probably, I think so. Well, let me tell you, they got five psychedelic ketamine assisted clinics in the U.S. They've also are in the process of opening 3 more. So they're in Atlanta, New York, L.A., Chicago, and they got one in Toronto as well. And they opened up in San Diego, and there's two more. I can't remember where. Sorry. And when I was reading their management and discussion last night, I also noticed that they plan on doing at least 20 sites across the U.S. By the end of next year, or no, the end of March. March 2020, and their big analysis, and they have an expansion plan for at least 30. So they could do anywhere, have by this time next year, they grow from 5 sites to 30. And each of these clinics, once fully up and operating, will probably do a couple million in revenue each year, at least. So, and then they also, and that's just one part of the business that they got. They also are creating synthetic psilocybin and that they have going through the FDA process. Mm-hmm. And the one thing about their synthetic psilocybin is it doesn't last as long. It only lasts half the time that the natural mushroom would. And they also just they just set up a big mushroom production facility in Jamaica, where it's legal to grow mushrooms.
Nice.
And yeah, they have another, and they also have a facility in the Netherlands too, where they're going to be selling truffles, where you're actually allowed to sell magic truffles. So they actually have quite a few irons in the fire here. It's not just the therapy sites, but that's actually really what attracted me to this company, is that they have an acquisition type of mind frame, and they're going to grow by acquisition, and they're going to use their market cap to acquire. And so that sounds like a really good growth plan for me anyways. I've seen that strategy executed quite a bit. Valiant was one that executed it for a long time and did it quite well. And so I feel, this company is probably emerging as the market leader in this space.
So, guys, the ticker is FTRP.cn, and it's Field Trip Health.
Field Trip Health.
Yep, and Field Trip Health a lot engages in the development and delivery of psychedelic therapies. Its research division is involved in the development of psychedelic molecules and constructing research on plant-based psychedelics. The company also operates Field Trip Health clinics for psychedelic therapies in North America. Its technology division engages in building digital and technological tools to support psychedelic experiences and consciousness expansion. Field Trip Health Lot is headquartered in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones in the psychedelic sector. And it's pretty much a relatively unknown, because it doesn't trade too much, and it keeps going up. So that's definitely it looks like a good recipe. So once it gets a little
I'm putting this on my watch list. I do not hold a position in this one as of yet, but I will put this on my watch list to see if it looks like it starts uptrending from 818. It might be a buy first thing in the morning for me.
Yeah, it's gone up a lot in the last couple of days. So it's kind of, and they just released their results yesterday, and they had a conference call today. So we'll see how the market reacts to it. But yeah, I actually own the warrants. There's some warrants as well, and they're trading in the money. The exercise price is $5.60, and they're good till July of 2022. So I bought some warrants, and I actually own them at 75 cents. This is one of my better trades, actually. The warrants, I think, are traded at $2.70 or something, so I'm up $2 or something on those warrants. It's pretty good.
All right, next ticker.
Okay, well, I'm into Bitcoin, and this is where I'm making most of my money right now. Definitely Bitcoin, and it keeps going up. And there's lots of reasons why it's going up, and you guys can figure it out all for yourself. I'm not going to tell you why it's going up. But, there's a lot of institutional investment, and, there's a huge amount of money flowing into this sector.
Didn't your friend buy $1.5 billion the other day? Elon Musk?
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, he's just the latest one. Square's bought it. Like, there's a lot of companies that are holding Bitcoin in their treasuries. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. This is definitely have an institutional investment and corporate adoption. So there's two things going on, too. It's not just one or the other. But yeah, okay, so I got a little penny stock for you.
Sure.
This one's probably going to be a 10x or two, and I'm a little bit sad. It kind of jumped up on me the other day, but so it's gone up quite. Actually, it was up 100% today.
All right, what's the ticker?
I've been promoting it for the last at least about 6 weeks or so. but they're big. Well, they announced that they're doing a little bit of mining, so but not a lot. They got some miners on the way, so they'll be doing a little bit of that for cash flow, which is always good. But more importantly with this stock, which is going to make this thing really go, is the fact that they own option in this company called Arcology.
Okay.
That is building a blockchain network that's going to rival Ethereum. And it's been nicknamed Ethereum 2.0. So I think they did the test. They ran the test net of it, and they've done a successful test net 2.0.
What's the ticker? Is it Roadman?
This one, no. This one's Code. CODE.
Yeah, I got this one.
.ca. Yeah, you should have this one. It's a good one. And this, just an example is this network can do 33,000 transactions per second, and that's like I think it's more than twice as fast as Ethereum can do right now. So like this is next generation blockchain we're talking about. When the internet revolution happened, it wasn't that first wave of companies that succeeded. It was the second waves that improved upon everything, right? So the idea is great, but some of these cryptos as real transactional or useful as every day with mass adoption is just not practical, a lot of them. So this company, the Arcology, they solve a lot of the problems that the cryptos present today. So this company could actually have one of the main cryptocurrencies that's well, it's at least in North America or adopted among anybody who would see Bitcoin as their digital asset. So it's transactional, so you can use it to buy to pay a coffee at Tim Hortons. It's Canada.
Yeah, I did really well. I checked my portfolio.
So this is like, and what happened, why it's up so much is they put their code onto GitHub. So everybody looked at it on GitHub and went fucking crazy. It went crazy over it, and it's up 100% the next day.
Yeah.
So if you don't believe me about this stock, just go look it up on GitHub and see what people are saying about it.
Yeah, well, I think I picked mine up at 25 or 26 cents.
Wow, that's a good buy then for you, because I think it closed at 73 today.
Yeah, you told me to buy it way back.
Yeah, I know. These stocks usually go up. They never really go down. Especially and right now the environment is penny stocks. Like everybody's out on the risk curve. So this is definitely where you should be. You're not holding on to like those blue chips right now. That's for sure.
Right.
So yeah, Code I love, because basically they got Ethereum 2.0, and that's really all you got to remember is Ethereum 2.0. This thing is what's Ethereum? That's the second most popular freaking crypto out there. So this could be just like that, and that's why the stock was double today. Because they put everything up on GitHub for everyone to review and see. Okay, so you gotta have, if you're into the Bitcoin, you definitely have to have a Bitcoin miner, right? And everybody's into Riot or Mara or even BTB or Bit Digital or even Hive. I got this one today. It's called Bitfarms. It's BITF. .v, and it was actually quite a bit. It was up quite a bit today.
Yeah, you know what? I sold my Bitfarmers at $4.
Yeah, you really?
Yeah, I sold it at $4. I don't know if you remember. I picked it up
$6 today. That, Mike, is going to be, if Bitcoin goes to 100 grand, in 5 years from now, that's going to be the biggest Bitcoin miner on the planet. I'm not joking. They've secured more power agreements than anybody. They got over 200 megawatts of power in Quebec, and Quebec's got cheap hydroelectric, so it's pretty green. And then they've secured another 200 megawatts of power for expansion and growth in South America at a really cheap rate of 2 cents a kilowatt. So these guys have a massive massive runway to build off when it comes to access to power. And you hear about the Texas power crunch and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you can get excess power these days. And in Iran, they mine a lot of Bitcoin there. They had a power crunch, and the Bitcoin miners were the first to go off.
Right.
Because they consume a lot of electricity to mine Bitcoin. That's the one downside. And, we're going to try and solve that with the next stock pick. But for now, Bitfarms is ultimately the biggest growth story when it comes to Bitcoin miners. And the market cap it's not cheap. It's like 700 or 800 million or something like that. I can't see it right now, but that company's market cap it's going to be the Gold Corp of Bitcoin if you get that.
Right.
Like, going to be the Gold Corp of Bitcoin. So I can't have a better analogy than that, really. Mm-hmm. They're the biggest. They're going to have, and they raised, nobody else in the industry raised $80 million. So they raised $80 million with U.S. investors. So they have a lot with 3 different houses. So they have a lot of different exposure in the U.S. And, if anything, I think this stock is going to have a trajectory like no other. And, it was lagging there for a little bit. Like, it was sucking there. But once it broke out today, and today it broke out, this thing looks like it's really going to go.
You know what? It breaks my heart. I sold this damn thing. I bought it at I bought it way back. When did I buy this thing? Bought it when it came to my store. I bought it around, I think it was like $1.76, maybe $2. Sold it at $4, right?
Yeah.
But then I put that money into Naked, and then I made my money back in Naked too, right? So it's not like I didn't, I'm not, I'm not, you know what I mean, right?
It sucks when you sell something and then go lose money in something else. That's what sucks, right?
That's what sucks. That's right.
I sold my Hut warrants at $2, and the warrants went to, I think they're trading at $8 now or something like that. So
all of us do that.
Yeah. But as long as you make money with your next trade, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, Bitfarms is awesome. Like, and I guess they're also, aside from costs, I think their cost is $7,500 a Bitcoin or something. So Bitcoin's at like 52,000 US today. So you're looking at an incredible, like, not only do they have the biggest growth strategy, but right now, with the current operations, they're actually the lowest cost miner out there as well. So that's a pretty good combo, I think. So okay. I really love Bitfarms. I'm probably in love with this stock too. So, even when I see better opportunities, I might still hold on to Bitfarms because I've got that kind of psychology with a stock already.
Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Hold on.
It continued to be a pretty good wealth generator.
Okay, yeah. BITF.V, there is the ticker. And Bitfarms, a blockchain infrastructure company, mines for cryptocurrency coins in North America. It operates through a Backbone and a Volta segments. The Backbone segment owns and operates server farms comprising computers that primarily validates transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain and earning cryptocurrency from block rewards and transaction fees. So there it is. The ticker is BITF.V. Guys, channel disclaimer. Remember, we don't give financial advice. We can't read. And we recommend that you get professional advice before making any risky. These are very risky. This is, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you talk to a professional before making any investments. Do not take any advice we're going to give you here today. We cannot read, and we do not know anything. And this video should not be viewed by anyone ever. Okay, continue.
I definitely can't read. I can barely write. So this last pick is my best, and right now I got, probably a third of my whole entire trading portfolio in this one stock. So
I got a big position in this next stock. I know what it's going to be.
I have a massive position. It's called Link Global Technologies, and it's LNK. .ca, again, CNSX. I love these CNSX stocks. I think they're pretty cool because, they haven't been rolled back freaking 5 times. So that makes them actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of new money in them and not a lot of old money.
Yep, there it is right there. I have a massive position in this stock myself. And
Okay. Well, let's get to it. This is another miner, another Bitcoin miner. Well, and they also host. So they do kind of both because they have a massive growth profile as well. And this, there's one problem with Bitcoin that it's hard is it's not very green. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it does consume a lot of electricity, and at some point, that's a problem. So this company has found the most unique solution, and especially in a place like Alberta, this is actually a very good solution for them. They, well, it certainly won't take up all their natural gas, but it will definitely help. Anyways, what this company does is they basically set up a mobile Bitcoin mining operation beside an unused natural gas well. So they order a generator, they get a contract with a natural gas company, and then they set up right beside the natural gas well and start mining Bitcoins right there. And really, that's probably as freaking ingenious as it gets because because you don't there's no they're venting the natural gas anyways, and it's not used. And in Alberta especially, there's a lot of discoveries that are virtually landlocked. So even when you see natural gas at $2 or $3, these companies are paying people to take it from them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty good energy, a place to get energy to mine Bitcoin, and it certainly is pretty green. And what I like about it even more than it being green is that there's a massive expansion potential here, because all you're limited to is the natural gas wells that you can find to hook up your Bitcoin miners to. And like hydroelectric, it's green for sure, but you can't just go out and build another hydroelectric plant.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually, I think, a revolutionary type of, or maybe even disruptive type of idea within the Bitcoin mining industry. So right now they have secured 60 megawatts of power. They currently mine about 8.5 megawatts of their own self-mining and the hosting. Mm-hmm. And they and they just ordered, they're in the process of installing another 40 megawatts worth of generators. So the stock is really at the inflection point where they're growing like exponentially, So they'll have, they've secured 60 megawatts of gas power, but they'll have operational 50 megawatts worth of generators. And they've already signed up Bit Digital, BTBT, which is a NASDAQ company, and they're sending over 1,000 of their miners to Link's site, and they're here. This is the best part of it, because they can grow so much, they're self-mining, but they might as well just sign up anybody they can get, who can't find the power, who has the miners, and so that's exactly what they're doing. And so Bit Digital has sent their miners over there, and they're paying for their power, so they're selling the power to them, and they're also getting a profit sharing agreement with them. So this goes beyond anything I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Is they're getting, I think they announced something like 15 to 20% profit sharing. So every Bitcoin BT mines with those miners, they're not only selling them power, but they're getting a 20% cut. That's crazy. And this company right now, well, it was a 34 million market cap company, but it's a little bit more than that now. It's probably maybe 40. Or 50 because it's gone up recently. It closed at $1.20. And that's the exciting thing about this one is it's broken out too. It just broke out today. And so it really looks like it's about to receive a new valuation. And where that is, I don't know. But, they're probably going to want to throw some money at this, some institutions at some point. But hopefully it's a lot higher than where it is today. So, I, don't know. I don't like saying stock prices. But, this one really looks like it has some potential because its near-term competitors, when you go to the second-tier miners, is DigiHost and DMGI Blockchain Solutions, which was one of my original picks back in November when it was 10 cents. And that's the first thing that was my first trade, actually. And DMGI is a 300 million market cap company today, I think. And DigiHost, I think, is about 100 or 125. Mm-hmm. And they have DMGI has about 80 megawatts of power, and DigiHost has 60 megawatts of power.
Mm-hmm.
So its peers, like it's half its next peer. And, you know, they have a massive runway of growth ahead of them. So I expect, and, you know, and they also solve a solution, you know, in the Bitcoin mining industry. And so that, you know, makes me excited. It doesn't make me feel guilty. I always felt a little bit guilty about investing in oil and gas stocks. But, you know, a company that's actually solving an environmental problem while mining Bitcoin, you know, that sounds pretty good to me. And, you know, it helps alleviate some of my conscience of the energy that the Bitcoin mining actually takes.
So the ticker is lnk.cn, lnk.ca, CN, company profile. Link Global Technologies Inc. provides infrastructure for cryptocurrency mining and data center technology. The company was formerly known as Link Blockchain Technologies Inc. and changed its name to Link Global Technologies Inc. in September 2018. It's headquartered in downtown Vancouver. It's on Pender Street. That's where my store was, in downtown Vancouver on Pender Street, when I had my business in downtown Vancouver.
Good old Vancouver.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
you
that's
know, those
really
Vancouver companies. Sometimes they can go to the moon.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, it's up 16 cents. You called me today after the market closed. No, it was an hour after the market closed. You called me up and then you told me, "Hey, man, do you still have LNK?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I have LNK."
You know, it's like, look what this stock's done today.
Yeah, I was shocked. Oh my God. But you know what the funny part is? I don't know if you know, with this show, we talk about these stocks and then 3 weeks later, it's either on the news somewhere else or other channels are covering it a couple of weeks down the road.
Well, let's hope that's just the case because, yeah, Link is undiscovered. That company nobody really knows about. So, and I think it's just because you don't usually find Bitcoin miners on the CNSX. So that's one of the reasons why it's kind of undiscovered, is because it is on, you know, one of the junior exchanges. And so, but yeah, this thing, this one's gonna explode. So yeah, those are my top 5 picks. And thanks for listening to me. Thanks for having me on, Mike.
Hold on. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere.
Oh, I'm not going. Okay, I can stay here.
I just want to plug your website one more time. Hold on. Don't panic. Nobody panic. Let me go back to your website. Let me go here to your website.
Beat the Market Stock Picks.
So Beat the Market Stock Tips. Can people sign up for this thing?
Stock Picks. Yeah, I have a newsletter. It's free. You can sign up to it. It's kind of fun. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I'm not super regular though. So, but, yeah, usually, the picks in the newsletter do pretty well. They, usually almost all do pretty well. And
well, I've done
time of, that cyclical time of, investing where it seems like all the little penny stocks have come to life. And so, yeah, it's a really good time to ride the momentum. That's for sure.
Well, let me tell you something. Ever since I've met you, I think my growth has been exponential because of a lot of the tips you've given me, right? So I'm very grateful to that you come by and check on me every once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, you got me on your show here, so I don't think I've ever been on a show. I've been in the industry for 15 years. I had a blog on Stockhouse. It was the most popular blog, called The Western Investor. And then I had to say, I just came out of retirement. I was just semi-retired for a few years. Now I'm back out. After the pot phase, I got a little burnt out after that. So I took a few years off. But yeah, I moved up here to Merritt with my horse.
Woo! Yeah, you got a nice horse. You got a nice piece of land. You pretty much could live off grid if you really want.
Yeah, I could live off grid up here. Well, and I swear I'm gonna find some gold in my creek one day too. So
yeah, you know what? I want to take the kids up there one day in the summer to go panning.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna set up a little panning operation up here because West Haven's claimed. I don't know if you know that gold company or not, WHN.V, but their claims actually come right up to the back of my property. So that's kind of pretty cool. Actually, I can go off the back of my property and keep my eyes glued to the freaking ground, and maybe I'll find a gold nugget. Hasn't happened yet, but there's always the dream. You know?
All right.
But, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be panning my creek though, because it seems like there's definitely some gold in this area.
Okay. Well, I'll be there. I'll be up there in the summer again with the kids to see if we could.
Yeah, you can come anytime. It's a great place.
Check it out, okay?
Yeah.
All right, CJ, thanks so much for coming on. We'll be seeing you. I'll probably see you tomorrow.
Probably.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right, so that's CJ. He's been really good to me. He's been coming into my store every other day, calling me, hey, did you check this stock? Hey, did you look? So I've been really, really, and then, we talk about housing. I mean, we've been talking about housing on the show. So let's go over some of the articles we went over. We talk everything financial now. If oil, we're going to get an oil expert on. We're going to get a penny stock expert on. Peter Leeds is going to come on the show. Peter Leeds, the king of the penny stock, is going to come on the show and give us his tidbits of information. I'm going to be promoting his book, Upthinking. I got that. I'm almost done reading it on PDF. That's a good book. So I'm going to be giving away free copies of his book on here. Also, we're going to have him on the penny stock, discussing the power of the penny stock on here on Commonwealth for Common Folks. CJ is really good. CJ's been good. You know why? It's because I made money off of his picks. Plain and simple. No debates, no discussion, no BS. Right? I just wish I held on to some of them a little longer. So now with the that last one that we did here, LNK Link, I'm just going to walk away from the stock. I put a bit of money into it. I'm just going to walk right away from the stock. I'm not going to get all fidgety and start selling off some. I'm just going to leave it alone. Yeah. So anyways, not only that, he's done very well for himself in the market. So, I just wish a lot of the picks he's given me, I just wish that I've held them longer. That's all. Like, I still have Code. I still have Bitfarmers. No, I sold my Bitfarmers at $4. I'm so hitting myself in the head. But we always get into that, right? We always get into those positions where we feel like we should sell and buy something else because you feel something might outperform something else. And we ended up, you end up hitting yourself in the head. So anyways, guys, share this video. We got nobody watching this. And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, everyone's going to be talking about this stocks on their channel. They're going to get all these great reviews and how they were the first. So guys, remember you saw it here first on Commonwealth for Common Folks. So here it is, a link. So this is the ones we covered today, lnk.cn. Let's see if I could back into them. Bitfarmers, bitf.v. And Codebase, I got this one. This one went up. This one almost doubled today. Codebase Ventures, code.cn. Remember what he said. That one right there is the next. Code is the next Ethereum 2.0. So don't forget that, guys. Do not forget that, guys. You heard it here first. Thanks to our friend CJ with the tips. Next week, we bring someone on for oil. Then the week after, we bring on someone. We had Dominic on, was bringing on the energy sector, talking about natural gas, oils, all kinds of stuff, talking about Rolls-Royce, right? We need to pick up different angles. We need to look at all the markets and look at where we could look at to potentially make green. This guy's made money. I've made money on his picks. Plain and simple.